What's up, everyone? My name is Chris Marshall with my boy Frank G. We are the hosts of Build the Empire podcast. Frank G, tell the people what we do.
What's going on, everybody? Chris and I, we discuss established empires while showcasing us building ours.
Frank G, you know what I'm going to do right now?
I heard some clicking of a lighter. I'm going to assume sparking something.
That is what I'm doing right now. Marijuana. And this is a celebratory spark. I feel like Lil Wayne right before he hops on the record.
We hear the
Yep. You also hear the lighter noise. But last week we had Ish come on and we spoke a little bit about NFTs, metaverse. And as of last night, I would like to say that we are officially entered the metaverse.
We are part of the Fat Ape Club.
We are a part of the Fat Ape Club.
I mean, who knew a week later I'd be buying an NFT?
A pretty expensive NFT at that. I paid, I think, around $1,700 for the NFT. My gas fee was $200. So I don't know. I guess I paid around $1,900. Currently, that same NFT is going for a little under $3,000 right now. So we already made profit on our investment. Ain't that a bitch, huh?
Ain't that a bitch? And this was a pre-sale we got in on. So they're releasing in less than 2 hours.
So we are talking about our NFT, our ape that we own, which are only 10,000 made. We have one. So out of 10,000, you figure there's going to be about maybe 6,000 owners or so.
I'd say potentially less.
But what's amazing is across all their platforms, they have a community of hundreds of thousands. Their Discord currently has 250,000 people and 20,000 are currently active on the damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, I popped in and if you don't read something in literally 0.5 seconds, that's it. It's gone. You got to keep scrolling. It's active. This is active community.
But what's fascinating is these NFTs, and this project is already ranked 33, which is better than Gary V's project. Out of the all NFT projects, it's ranked 33.
That's wild.
And it hasn't even been released yet.
So there was now I don't know if this is related. You may know more than me. The previous ape collection, the Board Billionaires.
Yes, that's ranked number 2.
That was, I'm assuming, the first ape project that was very successful.
Apes seem to be a thing with these NFTs. I don't know. I've been trying to figure out who are behind our NFT project because it's only been going on for 2 or 3 weeks. The marketing campaign to build this community members. I'm seeing, famous artists and pages promote this and support it. But the past 12 hours, the trading that's going on between the 2,000 that are currently out on pre-sale is bizarre. It's bonkers.
Now you think those, you think those are people that are involved in the creation of it?
No.
It's just people, the community that they market it to.
Yeah. Now, what I'm worried about is, and this is a lesson for us, is I believe this project, there's money to be made long-term. Not to mention they give us a free trip complimentary where every ape shareholder gets to go and hang out.
Well, yeah. So essentially one of these NFTs, the Ape Club, purchasing one of these is a member pass. Essentially, you get into a community of these people who are into this project and I'm sure have more knowledge than I do and can easily learn from.
Well, that's the utility of the NFT. Right? That's having an album on an NFT. Just a picture of art that you have copyrights is kind of useless. But Gary V, for instance, his NFT set, you can go to his conference 3 years. You have 3 tickets to the conference for 3 years. So just like this set, you have a trip, right? So if we spend $1,700 and if it's paid for, there's already a potential break even.
There's a value that you're guaranteed to get, or it's given to you on purchase.
Correct. Now, I was doing the math. If when the NFTs drop, they're going to be 0.3. Let's say they're 0.4 because I did the math on 0.4. 0.4 is about, what was it? Well, we paid about $1,700 to $1,800 times 10,000 comes out to about 15 million
in Ethereum. Yeah. That's
but
wild.
that's the owners, right? The
Mhm.
owners get 15 million, which is why they're allowed to give out these Lamborghinis, these $10,000 grants, have a trip for everyone, but they continue to build their community.
And those things being offered is clearly a value people see and they're going to get into.
Well, it's better chance than the lotto, of course, but um, every time you sell the NFT to another owner, 10% of that is going back to the creators to then invest back into the community for long term.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure on MetaMask, the app we use, it says 10% royalties.
So that is why NFTs is so big. You take Gary Vee's, for example. I'm pretty sure what he's trying to do is create like a Disneyland of
Of
his NFT.
NFTs.
Yes. And every time they switch hands, he gets
He's getting
money.
something. Yeah.
But not only that, his whole
The community.
focus is to have the community also make money and go for the ride.
Yeah. I mean, it's a value for everyone. I mean, I don't know if it's so new and that could be why, but I mean, it seems like a lot of people are making money from it, or I guess a lot of the 1% that are in it.
Well, the average American's got what, 4 or 5 grand, right? So to buy a picture for 1,800,
That's most likely something you're looking at as a silly investment, or you're not even really looking at investments.
yeah. So it's just fascinating all around, right? So if we go to this trip and it's known that Mark Cuban owns this, or Justin Timberlake, right? Like like Gary V, he's boys with Russ. He 100% gave Russ some of those, and Russ, I guarantee you, will be at Gary V's conference.
I'm sure. I mean, Russ said he's inspired or got great advice from him before. So
Yeah. So I'm hoping the similar, the similar
it's
solution output. What am I saying here?
a similar outcome to
Outcome. There we
to
go.
their
Is
NFT
is
to
is to
have
this? Is
the
to
big
this?
name
Yeah, man. I
to
mean,
have
all
the
we need is big names to pop out.
I mean, yeah, they have the most influence. That would make sense. I mean, imagine Mark Cuban at this Fat Apes trip.
His page is promoting it, but not only do the 1% have the income, disposable income, to purchase something like this, the 1% of the fucking 1% even knows how to purchase it. What you did last night and your trepidation of like sending money to your wallet and hoping it doesn't get lost in space, and then purchasing it and then having ownership, all that self-doubt and shit. I mean, that's almost, learning that is almost probably worth the price if you were to like.
If you were to screw up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so my first purchase last night, I mean, I was out and my transaction it processed and then it failed. So I didn't even realize. You're like, so you lost the gas fees. I had to look back at the transaction. They don't refund that. So I lost the gas fees, but then I was able to
Which
get
was
it
only
again.
$50.
It was like, well, the transaction fee was 37.
Bro, I paid 200.
So maybe there was another fee in there. But I do have I mean, I still have, my Ethereum left over from that purchase
Sure.
so I didn't really lose. I had to only lose 30.
So part of it, right? Because like there's a lot to understand. Is the technology is the blockchain, which means every time something is transacted, it's written down. It's almost like if you had a dollar, you could see every person who touched that dollar.
Yeah, it's like,
But
I mean, a credit card, it's all traced. One
but the
purchase
block
is it.
but the blockchain only has so many like names and transactions before it's stored and then is on the server. Right? Now, let's say a blockchain holds 100 storage. But if there is 500 people trying to transact, you'll have a transaction failed and you lose the gas fees, which could be anywhere from $30 to literally fucking $800. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
talking, I was talking to James Baldo, who we had on the show,
Mm.
a couple of months ago. He counted the math of how much gas fee he used in his crypto transaction. It equated for $37,000.
Yeah, imagine losing that
Well,
over.
he did lose that. That's the gas fee. That's
Oh, well, he
just
spent. Yeah,
purchasing
but
shit.
he didn't lose that. That's a fee. That's just what this world is right now.
Well, that is so that's the issue of crypto currently that is trying to figure out more so Ethereum.
Well, I
So
see. Yeah, I see the issue with you losing your transaction fails and you lose money that sense.
and the
Um,
price of the fees. So now you have different blockchains though. You have Cardano, Solana, you
yeah,
have Ethereum. It's all the same except Ethereum is like the best at it. But if someone comes in and let's say eliminates fees, you would bet your ass that that coin, whatever it is, would skyrocket in price.
if Ethereum, it didn't need gas to purchase anything.
Correct. Right now, Ethereum is like the Google of transactional crypto in 2000.
Yeah, it's because I mean, it seems like it. This is the second time something in the crypto world was spoken about where you had to purchase it with Ethereum. I guess
Yeah,
Ethereum was the gas.
Ethereum is, I was explaining it to someone yesterday. Bitcoin is gold, right? So you possess gold and is universally known as the
Mm-hmm.
price of gold. It's like Ethereum is the US dollar. It's the strongest currency bill, and everything else is just straight up other currency, the peso.
Mm. A little background chatter there.
Yeah, I had Michael K on recorded. I watched Michael K on the daily.
Yeah, a lot of people like. Well, actually, a lot of people dislike him as well. But
A lot of people do dislike him. I absolutely love him. Great.
well, back to crypto. I mean, yeah. So that is why Ethereum seems to be so important.
I'm actually very upset because that was an hour behind and I had to shut the TV off. And now I can't watch the next hour because,
It's not recorded.
yeah, it's not recorded. But
It's a bummer.
I am just, bro, since I bought this goddamn ape, I'm so excited from what the creators of the project has planned to what the trip is to what my ape is going to look like to what the floor and the selling is.
Yeah, I mean, I really just want to be able to click on my app and see which ape I got. What out of 10,000? What fat ape we got here? What two fat apes?
Like I hope my ape has a joint.
I mean, if mine has a mushroom hat, that'd be cool.
Well, yesterday was Halloween. What'd you do over the weekend on Halloween? I was
Halloween,
I was buying. I guess we both were buying NFTs. Huh.
we were buying NFTs on Halloween. That did happen. I mean, I celebrated really on Friday. I was my good friend, co-host Chris Marshall, lended me his mushroom costume, so I was Toad, and it
You were a
was
straight up mushroom.
I was a mushroom on mushrooms, just
Was that true?
being a mushroom. That is true.
Oh, that explains the snap of you saying you were fucked up.
It was a good time. I mean, I always get this invite to this yearly party, annual party. Shout out Natty. I appreciate that. It was a solid party. And then I kind of just kicked it. Halloween, made a business transaction. And me and my boy have been talking about it ever since. Just excited to see what unfolds.
Well, where would we go? Where's the travel destination? What if we get one of the 10 heroic apes? And for those that don't know what that is, there's 10 hero apes that would be given out of the 10,000, in which you instantly pretty much become rich.
Yeah. And don't they already give you 10,000 for receiving one of those?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. And those,
man,
I mean, and clearly those would be the hottest of the items.
of course.
Yeah.
Uh, it's just, I've become I've just become fascinated. I've been following this probably for a year now. A year ago, I wanted to buy this thing called the CryptoPunk, which is the #1 project.
Yeah. Those look cool as hell. They look cool when they came out. They were expensive though, no?
Cheapest one right now is probably like 100, 150,000.
But
And I
when you,
wanted I
yeah,
wanted to buy it at 30.
yeah, when it came out, right?
No, it actually has been out since 2017. But remember,
Oh, that's wild.
this technology, it takes forever to get mainstream. And even people right now, they may have heard what an NFT is, but they don't know how to buy one. They don't know what it means. They don't know how it makes money or what the community means or how it translates to VR. It's fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, when I was out yesterday making this purchase on my phone. It took me a bit. So everyone's like, "What are you doing? Buying an NFT?" Multiple people. What the hell is that? Even someone that was in crypto. They talk about coins, and he's like, "What is an NFT?" And I was a little fuzzy at this point. So I literally just told him the name of it, non-fungible token. I'm like, look it
Yeah,
up.
and it's not. It's interesting. So it's it's like it seems in our lifetime, it seems like there's things that transpire every like 5 years in
Something
which,
big,
yeah, so it's almost like the internet, right? Online, you had dial-up, then you had uh I don't know, what would you
high
call it?
speed.
Yeah, you had high speed, right? Then you had social media, then you had crypto, now you have NFTs. And although you need crypto to get NFTs, them two are not necessarily connected.
Well, I mean, I guess they're related, not related, correlated.
Yeah, because you need crypto, which is digital currency, to
Yeah,
buy the NFT. But the NFT in itself has value, utility, and just desirability.
yeah, and I mean, what? So this is technically like art in the crypto sphere.
Yeah, but people get confused because when they say art, they don't understand it. There's so much more. It has a bunch of functions to it. You can create any function. I was reading that uh, State Farm is having like an advertising campaign where
Mm.
they launch their NFTs. And it's essentially like Pokemon Go, but you go find
And
discounts.
NFT. Oh, discounts. I
There,
mean, that
you
sounds
it
more fun than Pokemon Go, to be honest.
Pokemon Go was in a way like a very, very early stage of augmented reality, which is currently that's kind of what we're buying right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like when I had. I was out playing Pokemon Go. You'd go to, a town or a park. There's like 50 people there trying to catch a Charizard, and they're looking at their phones like walking. So it's just crazy. I can only
The
imagine it's going to take over even more.
I also was reading that Chipotle created an NFT where you logged in and you claimed it apparently, right?
Mm,
And you got a free burrito.
interesting.
And it was something like 1.4 million or 14 million, like some insane number. But what that actually says is that people are valuing the digital asset more than a like they're valuing a digital asset.
Well, they were valuing that burrito.
Yes, except the burrito turned into a digital asset. That's the thing, which is
well,
fucking mind blowing.
well, at one point there won't be needing a burrito for like these sales. So right now you offer a free burrito. You like Chipotle. Why would you not do this? Soon you're gonna want to do this because it just makes sense. You're gonna be into it. It's gonna be all over.
I think yeah, everyone eventually it's gonna be used universally at scale. Uh right now, we're just part of the Fat Ape Club who gets drunk and we're gonna go party together, I suppose.
I
But
tell you, yeah, that funny story.
think we're already in an augmented reality, right? We buy the ape, we get the ape, we put the ape as our avatar. If we speak to our ape community, we are speaking through that ape.
I guess we're speaking through one of the 10,000 party animal apes. It's crazy. I mean, funny backstory. They just like getting fuzzy and
Bro, it's a great story. That's why it's so fun just having an eye on.
well, that's
It.
why I can't wait to see exactly which one I get. That's who you are in the community. Like,
What I'm curious about is when the other 8,000 are released, would that drive price or decrease price? Probably decrease price, right? And then long
momentarily.
term, it'll come back up. But it almost means people who are really in this game, like I think of this stuff, like kids doing this stuff, as when you played video games and you would be at like the markets and you go buy a pair of gloves for like 500 gold and flip it for 800 gold. And like
Mm-hmm.
I was always rich in those video games because like I would just hustle in the markets, and that's what you could do with anything really.
I mean, that's funny you say that. Yeah, I mean, they like World of Warcraft used to have stuff like that. It's funny.
So what I'm thinking, like how I transpire, like how I just put in my head, like paint the picture,
Mm,
is we're not fully integrated in the game, but a bunch of people could have bought like 10 yesterday,
yeah.
knowing that the real money could be flipping them right now today for $1,000 high and made a quick 10K. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, those are people who have experienced this before, I'm gonna guess. Because I don't think someone new to the game is chancing that. You gotta understand the project, you gotta understand the value of it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I missed out on two major products or projects that if I didn't listen to people telling me no, I'd be up at least 80 grand plus. That hurts a little bit, but it is what it
It
is.
hurts to say, huh?
Yeah, yeah, it does hurt today, man. Man, because like today, my brother hit me up and was like, "You just wasted your money," and I'm just like, "Oh, it's motherfuckers like you is why I didn't make 50K earlier because fucking I didn't do it."
She's telling you it was a stupid purchase.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he fucking probably has $500,000 off his fucking crypto that he bought in like 2015.
Yeah, I mean, how is he one to talk?
Well, it's like I'm like in a way I'm trying to do what he fucking did. So it's funny that he's not even thinking that. It's like he got his 500,000. He's not thinking no more further. He's good.
Yeah, I mean, how that took a long time. Though. That took probably 5 years span, 10 years span.
My apes may fucking take a long time. I mean, the way the project is, apes could breed and stuff. So my ape could
Yeah.
have a baby with your ape.
Man, it could be just a bunch of apes everywhere.
But think about it, right? If you try, it makes such sense when you really think about it. If you're trying to build a community that holds value, then how do you grow without like, you know, making another set completely invaluing the first set?
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of like I guess it's almost like The Sims. The community is The Sims. Your ape is your sim, and that's just who you are when you talk. When you, I wonder if we get little ape name tags or I mean pictures of us when we go to that conference.
As so it's funny, right? Because I have an ape, but how many ape owners are actually going to be
Mm,
communicative
com-
outside of
yeah,
owning the ape? Right? Like I don't have the Discord. I just know the stats of the Discord.
I mean, you can easily get the Discord a click of a button. That's
That's
the easiest way I would is to communicate. They're all there.
Yeah, but there's 200,000 of them and only 6,000 ape owners. Like the numbers are wild to me. Like everybody in that Discord, which has 250,000 plus and on Instagram, and they have 20K plus on Twitter, like they're popping right now.
I mean, there's buzz. There's buzz to it.
Everybody knows what the project is, but now only 6,000 actually are going to be in it.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously going to people who buy anywhere 2 to 3, 4, whatever. But I bet you those people who are in the Discord are just people interested in the project, interested in what NFTs are about, and to see the success of this. I mean, I'm sure someone from the board billionaire yacht club, whatever ape club it was, that are rich now, probably looking at this.
Man, so fascinating. I just can't I just keep thinking, it's like I get so excited. What if like in 6 months we flipped 50 racks?
Hey man, anything's possible. You got to be ready for the ups, the downs.
The best part though is I'd be like off this fucking digital image.
I mean, it's digital currency. It'll become a currency.
Now, good thing me and you here, we're besties and we're close and we're co-hosts and I give you mushroom costumes and uh
Mm,
It would sure suck if your ape was worth 1 million and my ape was worth 10,000. So I'm glad that we put it on that essentially we have co-ownerships of
Yes,
apes.
we did. We did agree to it. I mean, this is our first NFT.
That is important.
We did do this as a unit, and we have two. So whether one's 1 million, whether one's 10,000, that's down the middle, and we're gonna enjoy this ape community.
But if one, man, if one goes up, but what if one goes up to 50K and we fucking decide to sell it 25K each, and we have one other ape? Who goes to the party?
Oh, that's tough. That is tough, actually. Now, I didn't even think of that. I didn't think of that. That's funny. I mean, in this current state, you would have more knowledge and questions than I would. So it'd probably benefit if you just take your camera, like,
Oh man, it's funny if I was to go to a party. It's just a party.
you're,
You're right.
I'm like, shut the camera off. Shut the camera off. Doing shots.
Oh man,
That would be hilarious. 8 bartenders like dressed in costume.
8 bartenders. Oh shit! Everybody just beat up their chest like assholes. Oh, that would be funny.
I mean, essentially, that would be a something you'd think about, right? If it hits 50,000 off of a purchase of 1,700, that is certainly something to think about.
Man, it's balls to keep on holding.
At least both.
I guess you would have to feel it out. At the end of the day, you know that your 1,700 is getting you a complimentary trip, and you're a part of an exclusive community, which is interesting.
Yeah. So when you see the value in that, it makes the purchase a bit easier if you're skeptical anyway.
Yeah, because there's at least something to it. But man, the upside.
Yeah, there's plenty of upside.
I mean, we made $1,000 since last night, almost.
Yeah. It's a crazy thing. Hopefully, my experience with NFTs just keeps rising in the positive direction, man. I went on. I mean, since you brought up the crypto punks, I was interested. I mean, but it is something you got to dive into and kind of research, though.
Yeah, I've been, you go to OpenSea.io. It's almost like the eBay of NFTs. You see some real stupid shit, I feel like. But then again, I can't really talk because Fat Ape Club sounds like stupid shit. It just appeals to me, I guess.
I was just gonna say, yeah. These are clubs that this is not your community. The other ones aren't for you. Like the furry cat club.
No. I don't know why the Fat Ape Club really it was appealing. It was just the story of it. They escaped an island.
Yeah, it was a cool story, and I mean the graphics are cool, man. And to be honest, the way they advertised it, marketed it, they had badass avatars. There was a Darth Vader one, a Naruto one.
You're talking about the 10 legendary apes.
Yeah. I'm saying,
bro, when Harambe came out today, I was like, they're genius. These people are genius.
Yeah, the father of the 10,000.
Yeah, he's Harambe.
Yeah.
It's so funny, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Exclusive announcement. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to wonder if they make 10 to 15 million off the people who bought it and then make money off everyone flipping it, you can so make like the marketing to continue to build it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a wonderful passive income right there. If it's a successful project. I mean, royalties on every ape.
Well, that's NFTs. It's the smart contract, which is why like music artists and regular artists are
going to start.
They're all going to do this. But like the music industry for streaming, I don't know how that's going to work in the future. It's almost like when CDs went to streaming, like record labels, or like, you ever watch that documentary of Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine?
No.
Good documentary, 4-part series. Jimmy Iovine was furious, and if you know who that is, he's just he's a person you would want to build your empire show on. Fucking dude's crazy. Every celebrity music artist, like he managed, but he saw how the industry was completely going to die out from CD to streaming, and he was
Mm,
fighting against it. But you can't fight technology.
that's a
Definitely in the same
fact.
spot now.
Yeah, I mean, people were collecting CDs. I mean, even DVDs. It's crazy. All of that. I mean, that didn't even last that long, to be honest.
Bro, you're gonna not want a Rolex in real life and want to buy a Rolex in the digital world to flash.
Yeah, certainly no old school's doing that.
I mean, the old school is my Rolex.
Yeah, yeah, old school will get the real Rolex.
Yeah,
I mean, which does still have value to
I'll take a Rollie.
it.
I mean, baby, I'll buy a Rollie if I can get 25 G's.
Yeah, that's what you do with your 25 G's.
Go to the store and buy a 6K Rollie.
That's a nice little reward for yourself.
Yeah, I'd still have 19 G's left.
And then another ape.
I forgot about that.
You got your second ape.
Oh, imagine. Oh man. Worst case scenario, you get drunk on an island. I love the future. How could you lose?
I love it. I love it. Positive vibes. I mean, that's already something to look forward to. I mean, I'm looking forward to 9:00. See what happens.
And then you're gonna look forward to when it sells out. Then you're gonna look forward to when you get your apes. Then you're gonna look forward to see what the price is. Then you're gonna look forward to see where the destination and the trip is. I tell you, I'd be tight though if they're like the Maldives. I'd be like, fuck. It's like 20 hours away.
Wait, you mean the Maldives?
He's saying either way, I guess.
All right, well.
But I'd be pissed.
If they pay, if it's a 20-hour plane ride, that's not gonna be that unless they like live somewhere over there.
Also, it's funny. Like, I would love to in 6 months request off for work for this. Where you going? Me and my apes.
Me and the ape community, we're getting together.
I mean, it's got to be an island, right? You're an ape, so you're definitely going to an island.
I mean, they escaped an island. Makes sense. We go back.
Oh man,
see Harambe.
This was a month ago. You would have been Donkey Kong today. Yesterday.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. That would have been the Halloween costume if I was into the fat ape.
You were stuck in 2019, 2020 when we fucking with mushrooms.
Well, I never got to wear it, so it was new. It was a good time. I always like Halloween. What I did not like this weekend was my star player, number 1 draft pick, Derrick Henry, going out anywhere from 6 to 10 weeks. That does not feel good, especially when you're doing good.
I lost 3 weeks in a row. Good thing I got kicked out of the chat. That was the best thing that could happen to me, to be honest.
I didn't even know you lost 3 weeks in a row.
I'm 5-3. I can't put up more than 8 points. I'm dealing with injury myself, but most importantly, I'm not dealing with the abuse and talk shit because all my shit talking kicked me out of the chat. So they don't hear me. It's not noise in my ears. I'm taking my L's alone.
Well, I'm glad you see the silver lining in it.
Yeah. I still think my team's good. I'm still number 1 in my division. Although I felt your pain and had a little bit of empathy towards you, the team that was gunning for me, he had him. So I had a good bittersweet feeling there. I was like, oh, his team's fucking shot.
That's always nice. It's always nice when the person that you most dislike in your fantasy league.
I actually most like him. He's just the toughest opponent. Well, he's
coming
got the
for
best
me.
Team.
He's got the best team.
Like I'm 5-3. He's 4. Like he's a game under me. So yeah. And he beat me. So
you got no sympathy for that man. I appreciate you showing some towards me.
I did think about it. I was like, oh, yo, because every week I had to hear you fucking gloat, and I'm just like, God damn. So that does suck, but that is football. That's for sure.
All good things come to an end.
That is true. Hopefully the apes take a bit. Speaking of sports real quick, how much time do we have?
We're at 35.
Damn, damn. It's a good topic. I just don't think an athlete makes that much money. Like if you're like towards the end tail of the bench and you make, let's say, 800K a year, but a lifespan of 3 years, and you make 1.6 million, and you don't have like a thing or an education, that 1.6 million actually ain't much.
I mean, if you're getting such a large amount in such a short period, you should be able to get you some investments together because you have the
Uh,
capital.
I mean, you think because you invested in an ape NFT
No,
that you know what investments are good? Because people suck at investing.
you, I mean, that's why you hire people to handle your money.
Either way, that fucking costs 10, 12, 15%. You're losing money off that. That's a bad decision right there.
I don't, is it a bad decision if you are a rookie in the NFL and have no clue what to do with your money?
You have no clue to do it. Man, it's amazing
I mean, they're
how many
young.
athletes fuck this shit up.
I mean, they're young. Basketball players 19, 21 in the NFL, 20.
Like I was saying yesterday, if I had an ape, right, and we made a milli off an ape, it's not that much money. I would take a private jet like once.
It's not that, as in that would cover one private jet expense for you.
Like
It
you
would it
like
would
people
warrant you
think
to spend it.
well, people think I have $1 million, I can fly private, take a private jet like often.
Not often. That's not your normal income. If you're an NFL player and you're often getting paid $1 million a year, that could be different.
Yeah, that would be different, but I'm just saying the apes. I was thinking like if
Yeah,
we
yeah.
made a milli off the ape, like people think they
No.
just don't value the dollar the way you should value the dollar. But yeah, if we made a milli off an ape, I think I'd take a bunch of people and probably get a private jet and fly them somewhere and then come back and buy a $500,000 house and chill.
That sounds like a good plan right there, man.
Let's make it happen.
I'm with you.
Well,
Apes to the moon.
apes to the moon. We're gonna figure out what ape we have next week. We'll let you know what we name our apes, although our apes are named.
Yes, sir. We'll see you guys next week, and we're excited to tell you then what we got. Peace.